Hello everybody and welcome back. This is The Sun Never Sets, and while the economy is going rather well, our international relations less so. If we take a look at country relations, yeah, everyone hates us, first off, but also we're at war with, we're trying to puppet Portugal, because they're big, they have some kind of market access around the world, they seem like a good person to puppet. But unfortunately, France said no, and and I'm at war with France. And that would be fairly manageable, except we're now also at war with the US, or rather the US has started to play against us. So we have, yeah, it's 37 progress right now. We only have the 2 fronts against the US, so it's nice and simple at least. But yeah, it's not ideal. So what I'm going to do is completely abandon the Belgian front. Belgium is going to get forced out of this war in favor of fighting the US. And I'm also going to push some of these like minor fronts against France. But yeah, we're going to have to wait for this battle to end before I can move most of them. We are pushing a couple of other fronts against the French right now. You're not active, are you? Yeah, so let's push the French down here. We're going to push the French on a couple of fronts, while just giving ground on the others, basically. And in doing so, I'm hopeful we can take out the US relatively quickly. We are mobilizing, and I have switched over to like good troops, good cannons and stuff on all this. Ah, right. Chemical plants could be doing improved fertilizer for more iron, more mechanists and engineers. Yes, please. And we are now going to publicly trade it. Good. Fertilizer is really cheap, so that might actually be a bad idea. Yeah, no, we shouldn't do that, because fertilizer is insanely cheap. So let's not do that. Just save the iron. We will come back to that. Anyway, yeah, our boys will retreat off this front. Somehow we lost this fight, even though we outnumbered them 2-1 and had better stats. So I'm not quite sure how that happened. But yeah, these guys need to go over here. This is the large army, isn't it? Yeah, so we'll put that on the main front. And we are going to struggle again because of the infrastructure. I was not planning on fighting the US again this soon. You know what we could do? We could build a bunch of railways. Yeah, I'm going to do this actually. I'm going to build a huge trans-Canadian railway in the hope that... And how quickly can we have that done? 23 weeks. Not really fast enough, but we're going to start building that, and then hopefully that will help us out. And we have got, you know, Luxembourg, Belgium, New Brunswick, New South Wales. They are fighting here, so they'll at least somewhat slow the French advance, but yeah, it's not great. 4 battalions in reserve. Okay, where are they? Munster and the Highlands. Okay, so the North Sea HQ is the guy that needs promoting. So he will take on those additional guys. And we have a load of government legitimacy, but that just literally does not matter. Because we're not trying to pass any laws right now. Oh yeah, that's where you see the heir apparent. Is he bald? He's 11 and bald. Ouch. That hurts. Yeah, our boys are transferring over. 38 days. They should be there by the time the war breaks out. Or maybe just after. The US is cocky. No one's supporting them. I guess they're cocky just because they know how many big wars I'm in against other people. Meanwhile, down here, yeah, easy wins against the homie, obviously. And, yeah, just generally establishing a pretty good situation here. We'll grab some of these islands. And then I guess they haven't taken Hawaii yet, have they? No, so we're not going to... Nothing to naval invade there. Yeah, Russia declaring neutrality, and there's the war. Okay. So, I mean, the railways, they'll be done in 15 weeks, which is not, it's not never. And they're not pushing either of these fronts to start with, which is interesting. That being the case, maybe I'll play a little passive on these fronts too. At least until my my mobilization is finished. How fast are the conscript battalions? They are facing attrition though. Don't know if I can see like how long it will take for the other ones to get mobilized. America is mobilizing, right? Colonization of Sakhalin is complete. Nice! Here we go, British Sakhalin. Let's have a port over there. Just so we have a naval base in the region. I don't know if that even matters, but won't hurt. And yeah, obviously Belgium is getting... Oh no, actually they're holding, you know, relatively well over here, honestly. They're doing their best, our allies, but... Okay, well we have 2-to-1 numbers here, so let's try and advance on the New Brunswick front. I'm going to wait for a better numerical advantage here. So why does it think it's so against us? Like, what is this? What is this disadvantage? How the heck does disadvantage work? You know what? I'm gonna ask the internet. All right, we'll see what the internet thinks. But okay, so starting in here, yeah, I mean, I do want to gain a better understanding of the war system. I think I would have more fun if I understood how more stats and the same number of men results in like a decisive loss. Because that doesn't seem right, does it? Oh well. Yeah, the Netherlands is getting occupied. They can't force the Netherlands out from being a puppet when it's not part of the war goal, I'm pretty sure. So, and even if the Netherlands wants to make peace, they're not their own country, so I don't think that will matter. Apparently the enemy controls 33% of war goals. Oh yeah, I should naval invade down here as well, shouldn't I? Right, some of you guys with the little navies. Let's do a naval invasion down here. Why not? No generals with troops to perform a naval invasion. Really? What about this guy? Why not him? He seems like a perfectly good guy to do a naval invasion. I guess I'll use a bigger one. And then only John Seaton is eligible? Why? That's weird. It'd be useful if I could occupy those territories. Anyway, these idle guys should advance some of these fronts. You got them there, got them there. Just come and advance like this front here, and you can advance this front here. And just wrapping up, controlling little bits of these will be helpful. And then the big navy. We're not being raided right now. So let's raid Portuguese and French convoys, while these guys raid American convoys. Just try and hurt them a bit. Another fight? No, I think that's the same one. We're going to cease the offensive here. Stick to the original plan I'd come up with about waiting for mobilization to be more complete. Seems prudent. You guys, just defend the front. And it is, you know, I control the war goal, right? I don't know when that starts ticking, but they're getting exhaustion faster than us, so... Enforce the war goal against the homie. Nothing. Huh. That's a curious mechanic. Ooh, and France is actually sending... Oh no, Portugal is sending some men here. Okay, well, unfortunately for them, unfortunately for them rather, I outnumber them. And we'll finish pushing this front. You guys... Any other fronts? Yeah. Half of this little titchy island. Okay. The Canadian Pacific Railway has been completed. Nice. British Columbia gets railway throughput and migrant action, or the prairies. Yeah, sure. Go to the west coast, because we've got gold over there, right? Yeah. Yeah, we've got to pull that gold out of the ground, baby. Fully employed and only making 93. Huh. Oh, right, because it generates some wealth here, but it also generates a bunch of minting. Yeah. I'm surprised these guys aren't mobilizing faster. Like, I did mobilize everywhere. Yeah, all the conscription centers are active. So, like, for example, this province. Do I need to look at the conscription center? Active, but employing no one. Maybe it's just because there's no one employed. Like, there's no vacancies. But, I mean, it's conscription. Take them from their other jobs, right? Whoa. Don't know how we got the numbers on that one, but that's a great battle for us. Nice. Huge numbers of casualties and wounded on the French side there. Excellent stuff. Anyway, got them down here. Yep, fully occupied all the French colonies. And now they're all moving down here. Any other colonies I want to start, by the way? Yeah. There. 500. That's severe malaria. Yeah. Ah, damn. You can't stop it once there's severe malaria. Breech loading artillery will be good. I'll check before I do it. Just malaria. Just malaria, okay. Get that colony. And this one, likewise, check. Just malaria. Go for it. Okay, we could take Anu, but that's okay. So, more military tech. I mean, 'tis the season, right? Maybe field hospitals. They take opium as a problem, which is kind of can't be done. I mean, hand-cranked machine gun seems pretty good, right? More army defense. But I do think I need to get dynamite and open hearth process, so let's do those. Maybe I should be focusing military right now, but this is the American War is one I will just win eventually. I'm perturbed by these guys not conscripting. Like, I don't quite know what's going on there. I do have, 4 million peasants. Conscript the peasants. Okay, finish pushing there, and in a second we'll immediately finish pushing here. Good. New fronts will pop up here, because I think the French are continuing to colonize even though I occupy the land. We're pushing here. Boom. At which point there's just these ones. So 3 of you can advance this one. 2 of you can advance this one. And the rest of you, I'm tempted to send them to fight over here in Belgium, because it looks like we're actually holding it. So sure. You guys, go help them hold Belgium. So we can keep inflicting good casualties on the French here, then, by all means. Okay, right. We are losing some convoys now. So let's take the American raiders. Oh, sorry, that's the American fleet. Where's my fleet? Here. You guys. Escort convoys off the coast of the UK. And you guys that were raiding people, let's go raid convoys where we know the American Navy is. See if we can blow them up. And we've got the railway now. Let's try to advance with the railway helping us out. Hard sandpapers. No, we'll just take the paper mill throughput. Cheaper administration. How did the offensive go? Nope, still not working. Okay, we'll call that off then. If I compile all these guys in, maybe that would work better, but still going okay on these fights. Yeah, crushing them, honestly. Nice. Can't complain. Hugely outnumbered, but holding really nicely. Undefended front, the West Saharan front. Yeah, so this is just because every time they colonize a new province, it's going to spawn new fronts. I could just ignore them. I mean, they're losing a bunch because we occupy 33% of our war goals. I'm not sure how I occupy 33% of my war goals. But, yeah, it's interesting. Once again, yeah, I guess we just have better infrastructure here. Just letting us get them pretty nicely. Pretty decisive victories there. Then here, another fight. No, this is the same fight, I think. Okay. Let's just call this off as soon as that fight's over. No point losing men to them here. Maybe I should just believe the... No. You guys move over to here, please. And unfortunately, this war goal, we don't have the potential of yoinking Manhattan off them. We'll have to do that in a future war. The election is in. The diggers won a huge amount. Who are the diggers? Just the trade unions. Okay, yeah, the trade unions got a sizable boost. Let's actually kick the petite bourgeoisie and rural folk out of government to get some legitimacy. And what's this? Jingoist, huh? Kick the industrialists out? Or maybe the Whigs? They are the only reformers. But we don't need reformers right now. Let's just get some extra legitimacy. That's fine by me. Dynamite is spreading. Dynamite is spreading anyway. Oh, you still get the spread even when you're inventing it. But yeah, if it's spreading, let's do open hearth process instead. Just take advantage of it spreading from someone else. That's fine by me. And then here, navies wise. Oh, I thought I sent a navy here. Oh yeah, we did. It's just they're not right here, right now. Okay. And we are winning the fights when they happen here, unsurprisingly. Another diplomatic play. Austria is moving against Sind. Huh. Isn't Sind around here? Yeah, there they are. Interesting. What's the play? They're trying to subjugate them. Curious. Well, we'll leave them to that for sure. How's the next fight going here? I mean, the numbers are kind of moving in our favour, just because of the number of Frenchmen that are getting butchered in Belgian fields, basically. Okay, more men have arrived here. Not as many, quite as many as I would like. Defending New Brunswick. Yeah, and obviously helping defend up here. Well, it looks like actually the war over here is going to end first. I am liking this. This alliance with Belgium is good. It's letting us fight on an area where, you know, the devastation is not being inflicted on our home counties, which is good. So I'm liking that. Oh my. Yeah, I mean, if we just keep winning the, I'm not sure why we're winning these fights, but if we can just keep winning these fights handily, then, I mean, fine. You know, the loyalists at home are steadily swaying the political circumstance into our favour, which is good. And this is a war the US started, so, you know, we should be able to piece them out pretty easily. I mean, they've got 113 war support just because they have this huge cash reserve. But the fact that they jumped on us the second we were trying to do something definitely reinforces in my mind the fact that we must destroy America. Excuse me? We were winning that fight. That's ridiculous. Okay. Well, and I can only naval invade with the big guy. That's ludicrous. Oh, and France has shown up down here. Damn. Okay. Well, we will get some people involved down there. All of these guys. They're sending 68 to here. Okay. So urgently, we need to raid these convoys, so that they can't supply those 68 troops. Let's get some men down here. When are they due to arrive? Don't know if I can see that. Our men arrived pretty quick. 1-to-1. We got them on the defense. Hopefully if we can raid it so much that these 68 guys get kind of neutered, then that'll be good, but right now, they'd accept white peace, but France wouldn't. France is close, though, actually. French war support must be getting crushed. There's not that many dead, but yeah, if we were trying to push for French war reps, then I have to imagine we'd be in a much less favourable spot. But if they want to fight us down here, I mean, I have to imagine we can defend this front relatively easily, because there's like no infrastructure here. Thing is though, once they're at 0 war support, it's going to be difficult for us to gain more ground. I guess I don't know why I'm not. Oh, we can go shrapnel artillery too. Let's do that. Actually, no, I know the problem. The conscription centres must have input goods shortages. That'll be it. So if we look at military goods. No, we're meeting the needs. Is there just one good that we're missing? No, we're meeting all the needs for ammunition and artillery and stuff. So why aren't our conscription centres working? What if I switch them to regulars? Will they just suddenly start working if I just do this? I doubt it, but it's worth a look. Oh yeah, I was considering, are there any other laws I want to do? Like proportional taxation, for example. So at medium, it looks like there's no effect on anything except medium. You get 25% income tax rate, 35% consumption tax rate, and 25% dividends. There's no dividends at per capita. There's land and per capita tax. I mean, that seems pretty good. The industrialists don't like it. Neither gentry don't like it. Trade unions like it. And then at graduated taxation, income, more tax, even more dividend tax. I mean, yeah, taking away the per capita tax so that we're not taxing the poor as much seems good. How's this fight going? No, that's the one that's trying to advance. Right, that's no good. Just defend the front. I mean, it's very annoying if we're not able to actually puppet Portugal, because we've spent all the infamy on it already. You don't get a refund. They are pushing us back here. Although, I mean... We're going to win that one at least? No, surely they have problems with supply. I mean, look at these guys' morale. Okay, yeah, there we go. The troops' morale is actually dropping substantially. So just grind them down for a minute here, and then we're going to be able to push them back again. Just hold the line for as long as you can, because their morale... Those 3 troops that you're fighting with high morale are like... That's practically all they've got. If we look here... Yeah, 14%. So those guys are at 100%, presumably because they arrived more recently. But, yeah, they're slowly making gains, but I don't think they'll be able to keep it up. Because apart from these 10, they have no one with any morale. Which to me implies maybe I should actually start some offensive maneuvers here. Still at 25, still at 75. Just not managing to mobilize any of those troops. Well, let's go back to... I mean, yeah, this should require another 128 ammunition. But let's go to the highest quality military we can and just see how we go here. We have free construction stuff, interestingly. Even with all my auto-expanding, really. Huh. Well, I could grow the size of our normal army. And yeah, our convoys are being sunk in the channel. But as long as these guys are all staying high on morale, that's not the biggest deal. As soon as this battle ends, we're going to switch onto the offensive, because I think I might actually be able to push in against these guys. Just because they're so so low on dudes, on morale rather. Yeah, I'm interested. There's not even any more building going on. I mean, is there anything? Yeah, like tools, for example. You'd think there should be more investment in tools right now. Oh, you know what it might be? It might be that all our tool factories are currently being expanded. Yes, that's what it is. Okay. Let's build a new tool factory. Home countries, sure. Let's build 2 more. And then we can set them both to auto-expand. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense why it would be holding up. Okay, come on. Lose the battle already. I mean, look, we've got more dead. But look how many more wounded they have. And there is repeater rifles for our arms industries. Which should help. Where are our arms industries? They're at the top, aren't they? No? There they are. Repeating rifles. More small arms production in exchange for more tool and more steel. Fine. And breech loaders, meaning less small arms and more artillery. Fine. They should, balance each other out a bit, ending up with just net more. So France would now accept white peace. Which is good to know. But they're losing. They're losing, that's the thing. So what affects their willingness to accept peace? If I wanted to puppet Portugal, there's no, like, war support, war goals pressed on allies, turmoil. Like, how do I ever make them accept this? Because there's no war score that I can see. I guess I have to control, what do you call it? Oh, these 59 are probably no morale. Yeah, they're at 0 morale. Nice. Yeah, you guys push the front. I guess we have to occupy the war goal, and then there's some acceptance points for having pushed the war goal. Damn, just instantly breaking us. Just these 10 guys with some morale keep pushing us, but we instantly melted them here, so that's good at least. Yeah, obviously there's no infrastructure here, which is not helpful. 25. Why? Is it because there's low market access? in some places. I should deal with that, by the way, actually. Let's get some of that handled. This is not a very good tooltip. I want to know how to improve the market access here, but there's no, this hovering is not telling me. I guess I'll just build 1, 2 there, more or less 1 per province with low market access, and then deal with it from there. I've not built railways in the Americas yet, looks like. Just try and keep this area all plugged in. No, I should break them instantly here, because they have no morale. Yeah. Whereas up here, we're still kind of fighting them. This is the one that actually has some morale left, right? Yeah. But it's steadily going our way. Good stuff. Okay, yeah, I mean, the constructions are ongoing at home. So that's good. And all this, while all this is going on, our GDP is still going up. Less fast than it would be if I didn't have all these guys conscripted, I'm sure. But French convoy is sunk. Yeah, these guys still at 100%. Ah, I know why. I bet it's because this guy is the he's from here. Like, he's the... Oh no, he's from Algiers, Western Sahara. I assumed he'd be like the colonial troops, but doesn't look like it. Got him there. Insta-win. Ouch. Melted us there. Don't know how that happened. And here we outnumber them, so we should have them there. Yeah, goldfield's depleted. When they need to go, that's fine. War of Progress. Focus on firepower, hand-crank machine gun, or precision. Bolt-action rifle. I'd rather have the one that just gives me more tech points, I guess. Then here, the 2,000 guys come push this front. Good. So, I mean, their war support, their willingness to accept this, it is going our way. Their gold reserves are declining. And if we could launch a naval invasion, like once I finish these fights, I am going to launch a naval invasion of Portugal. Nice, driven them out there. And there's 50,000 here, but none of them have any morale. And so as soon as we win this, we should win that. And we're going to quickly go down, jump down here. And then actually, before you can teleport any of these guys away... Nah, damn, they're fighting already, so I can't move them. Should be a handy win. Yeah. Okay, now, before you can teleport these guys away, I would like to launch a naval invasion. You guys. Naval invasion of Portugal. Why is he the only guy that can launch naval invasions? It's weird. There's open hearth. It's going to help with our steel mills for sure. Yeah, it's going to cost me money right now, but that's just because iron is expensive at the moment, which we can work on. Oh, right, okay, finally. Finally. Fertilizers. I forgot about this. We can finally switch to fertilizers, which is going to make our... First off, it's going to make our fertilizer way more effective. This is going to cost a lot because of the extra expense. Oh, and gold mines. Definitely use nitroglycerin on gold mines. A condensing engine pump. And make them publicly owned. And auto-expand them. And also just manually expand them. Anywhere with gold mines. But no, that's really good. Because that's going to make our motor industries more cost effective, first thing, which is good. Also, give me some West Country motor industries. Yeah, it's going to make that more effective, and also switching over to that fertilizer is going to make our chemical plants wildly more productive, which is going to be very good. Okay, dynamite is doing itself on its own. Farms, I think we're okay on farms right now. Yeah, tooling workshops, paper mills, steel mills. Absolutely. Give me that rotary engine. Gonna blitz them here. Good. Then blitz them up here. Just steadily beating the French on kind of front after front. But yeah, we are going to have to do an invasion of Portugal. Which means I need white peace over here. How about if I just returned Utah? No? Utah is a lot. I mean, there's a lot I'm offering to give up, but... British migration to Texas. Who cares? I don't own Texas. What's this? Ethiopia is going against Harar. Cool. Good luck to them. Jesus Christ! I didn't notice that. The French kind of invaded the UK. How has that not tanked my economy? London's fallen. Jesus Christ. How long till they get here? 17 days. They're going to capture a bunch more of the country by then. Fuck. Well, I mean, the men are already on their way. I've got the raiding going, so they should at least start to hurt their morale. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, this is kind of like Sea Lion in World War II. It's actually going to end up being a good thing for us, because they're not going to be able to beat me. Well, okay, they're going to beat in that fight, but they shouldn't be able to beat me, and because we can crush their supply. Although, I mean, we're not so far. That's problematic. Okay, well, that's obviously a big deal. Let's pull back these 25. Come defend this front. And you guys should all be defending this front, not attacking. Only one of them is engaged in the fight, so... You defend this front. Okay. Jesus Christ. What a meme. Just lost almost all of the UK. Almost all of England, rather. That's not great. That's not great. Italy does exist now. Would love to make them friendly with me. Don't know why they're so hostile. Maybe because I'm so infamous. Stop advancing. Damn it. That's a bad fight. Casualties are fairly equal, amazingly. Yeah, 33 days before these reinforcements arrive, and of course, they should be able to start pushing on these fronts. They're not, though, interestingly. They're not starting any fights. Why am I losing stuff? Because I am 34% occupied. Fuck. Excuse my language, but that's not great. That's not great. And you guys valiantly holding the line in here. That's not perfect. It's definitely going to mess with some of my ongoing building projects. That's for damn sure. I feel like there should be some kind of alert. Well, you know what I'd like? I'd quite like, on the left-hand side of the screen, a list of your active fronts. Ones that have troops on. You know, from either side. Well, there's only 3 defenders. I think I might have to... Hey, US. You should peace out. Oh, the damn American gold reserves are just so large, they're never going to want to peace out. I can't abandon this front. I can't lose Canada, but I mean... Yeah, because even if I lose this, I lose Sierra Leone, Oregon, and the Dutch East Indies. But that's not as bad as losing Canada. You guys. Try and advance the front. Surely the supply value is going to start dropping on these Americans. You guys are all raiding, right? You're raiding. All of you guys should be raiding here. I don't know, are they coming in from here? No, that's only America's here. They're patrolling their coast. I mean, we're destroying them every time we meet them at sea. There's dynamite unlocked. Nice. What an absolute disaster. Okay, so we can get explosive shells now, which will make more munitions. Should be good. And I can get publicly traded on them too. I think that's all that unlocks on this side. And then, of course, better mining. Which I am going to go to, even though it's going to lose the mines money in the short term. Because it's going to increase the profits on our... what do you call it? Our production of munitions, explosives rather. This is not great. We're almost at negative 100. Presumably at negative 100 we are forced to capitulate. War's fought. Once a country reaches 100, you'll already immediately capitulate. God damn it. Yeah, so I might lose this war. Just because of this complete blunder, which is very annoying. Because obviously, I mean, I hope it's obvious. Oh, thank God. Okay, we made a huge bit of progress there. If we can hit him here, if we can win that fight, which we are definitely going to... Excuse me? Like, explain this to me. I outnumber them 2 to 1. I have more offense by almost double, and we're losing. How? Yeah, fuck. Oh my God. So Oregon's independent, and the Dutch East Indies are independent. And what else? Sierra Leone is independent. God damn it! That is suboptimal. That is suboptimal. Okay, well, at least we didn't lose Canada. Yet. Oh, that's a load of bollocks. Yeah. Yeah. Well, did I at least lose infamy for losing land? Doesn't look like it. Well, we'll just have to take the land back, I guess, basically. We'll just have to take the land back. Didn't seem to hurt my GDP. Oh, no, okay, it did. But yeah, Oregon, when I want to conquer Oregon, it's going to cost a lot of infamy to get all that back. Damn it. And now the US is probably going to go after him. U4, come advance this front against the US. At least getting some US war reparations should help. And this is just a war they started, isn't it? So it's not like I'm even annexing New Brunswick in this war. Damn, 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 damn. That is unfortunate. Portugal is conciliatory. They're not even mad. That's funny. I mean, our GDP is still doing well. Like, it's still growing fast. But I'm mad. I'm mad, as you might be able to tell. Okay, so we've got you guys going into push there. Okay, now we have some decent numbers here. I don't know why my mobilization just, like, completely failed. I don't understand. Like, I don't quite understand that. It's conscription. Conscription is when a state with a conscription during a war, conscription appears in the building level, depending on its conscription rate and its population size. The military building will recruit civilian workforce into conscription battalions that are automatically assigned. Except they're just not. Like, it just didn't do it. And it has done it previous times, so I don't know why it didn't this time. Anyway, we'll launch this offensive. We have good guns and cannons and things now, so I'm hopeful that our stats will carry us through eventually, once we actually start a fight where there's enough of us in it. And yeah, we are going to push in here until they notice and start defending themselves. Yeah, no luck on that fight, but we'll keep trying. I guess we should militarize a bunch. Like, I guess I should just build a bunch more barracks at home. Still low market access here. Have those railways that I've queued up been built? Looks like it. Okay. More railways then. Let's try that. 1 per 10% lower market access. Fight here. Yeah, I mean, mad offense in our favour, but we're wounding way more of them than we're losing. We should be getting a significant technical advantage, though. Boiler explosion. Sure, I'll help out the industrialists. Yeah, pushing in here is good. I want the war reps. 70! 70! Just for war reps. It's crazy. Crazy talk. But I mean, if they just let me keep romping around through here in the west, then... oops. No. Keep defending that front. You four can advance this front. And you four be advancing this front. Good. Come on. Give me an actual good fight here. We've got some railways here now. Bah. Well, if you're going to just keep giving me losses, I will, I'll stop it. I'll go to defensive. We'll just keep pressing over here in the west. Although it looks like it's finally unified back up. Yeah. 3 versus 8 is not ideal. Okay. Well, they'll take white peace, which I think, honestly, at this point, we're going to have to accept. Because war reps is not... I mean, it's not that big a deal. We're not short on cash. What a shit show. What an absolute disaster. And now I have a bunch of infamy, so I can't even, you know, act on it much. I don't understand how these failed to employ anyone. It's inactive, yeah. Oh, and what's this? Revolutionary Netherlands is attempting to break out. Okay. And people may back the enemy. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, I guess mobilize. Back to the front, boys. Netherlands did get quite a beating in that last war, I guess. You want to join? No. There's rotary engine. Electric generation? Seems like it could be good. The more society tech I need. Intervention's a bit far away still. What I could do with actually is... yeah, steel railway cars. Maybe I should be pivoting my... yeah, do it. Let's go to rotary valves. There'll be shortages of coal, but that's okay. We have big coal stuff that will be cranking on pretty soon. But maybe I should switch my railways to steel passenger carriages. Less infrastructure, but way more... less infrastructure, more transportation. Transportation is already pretty cheap. Ooh, we can make it government run. More bureaucrats. More capitalists. Yeah, give me more capitalists. How's the transfer, by the way? Still not that good. Well, give me electricity. And we'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure here. I found myself in a tough spot all of a sudden. Perhaps annexing New Brunswick? No, they still like me too much. We're working on that. Anyone getting involved here? We already supposed an obligation, so I can't offer them that. We might find ourselves facing Sweden and Denmark, but they should be. And Bavaria? Bavaria, why are you siding against me? I thought you liked me. But if no one sides with them, then they'll probably just back down. Although actually there's civil war, so I don't think they can back down. I can switch sides. That would be funny. Oh god, Russia's leaning their way now. Please, Russia. Don't do it. Only a couple more days for people to get involved. Come on, come on. No one get involved. No one get involved. No one get involved. Nice. Okay, they did indeed just back down. And yeah, if we look, these states are absolutely ravaged after that French war. Disaster. Well, I could annex the Netherlands. 3 infamy, huh? But people would probably pick sides and go against me. There's also not that much here. They haven't exactly been allowed to flourish. Who's paying me so much? Ooh, the East India Company is actually picking up in their payments. Nice. US is going against Mexico. They want Mexican Utah. Well, we could back Mexico. Can I do a play against America right now? United Kingdom and Great Britain are already part of a different diplomatic play. No, I'm not. Just they are. We have a truce. Okay, so the truces are two-way. Good to know. How about conquering Alaska? The US could get involved, but probably won't. And Qing and stuff will join, but they won't have access. Like, we can just raid the stuff. What is there in Alaska anyway? Some gold mines and not much else. Not making a comprehensive amount of gold, really. I don't know what to do. I'm so thrown by that freaking nonsense, by the massive invasion. Yeah, the inability to interdict supply lines effectively was a problem, which might just be because I didn't understand, you know, how supply lines work. It might well be, but I don't know what to do. Our colonization is ongoing. France has got a head start here, but we've got a serious head start into the Central African region. And in fact, I can start a new one here. If the darn conscription... You know what? We need to test conscription. Because if conscription is just not working, then I don't want to play until it's working, frankly. Which I know sounds salty, and it is. But here. Mexico, I support you. Oh, they're hostile, so I can't. So let's just go speed 5. I'll back these guys against France. Transvaal will off the, yeah, sure. I'll back anyone in a war right now. Obviously, I'm just going to go back to that save, but I just want to see if conscriptions work and why not. Victoria 3 conscription not working. Yeah, 6 days ago. No one showed up the whole war. Thank you for the report. It would appear you put your wages on very low. Okay. Interesting. That's what it was. Bollocks. So, because we're on very low, training rate. I didn't know that's what training rate meant. I thought that was the rate at which troops became, like, veteran. Okay. Bollocks. Bollocks. How many autosaves do we have? Like, hypothetically, if I wanted to go back to before that war started, today is a very silly way to name a save. You know what? I have a better way to establish how long ago these saves were. Documents. Paris Interactive. Victoria 3. Save games. So I'm looking for the one at the beginning of this recording session. Or even partway through it. Like, autosave 13. I didn't say I was playing Iron Man, dude. I don't want to roll with the punches on that one, because that just seems not fun. That's obviously my bad. Like, it's my mistake. It's not a glitch or anything. Oh, that's literally on the Beast Treaty, okay. Well, we do have a few older than that. Glad I have this mod for more autosaves, huh? Like, it's obviously my bad. It wasn't a glitch or whatever, though I thought it was for a while. But yeah, if we go back to this point, and then we go, hey, let's pay the military, because we're at war. Suddenly, we're going to see all these conscription centers start getting some employment at the end of the week. And there's the invasion. Okay. So, first off, you chaps immediately get over here. It's going to take them 63 days to get here. That's not ideal. How are things going down here? We've almost won it all. So you guys get yourselves over here. And yourselves over here. And yourselves over here. And yourselves over here. Okay. And now we should start to see these troop numbers rise. At the end of the week? Yes. Okay, good. So that's why conscription was not working. Because we weren't paying the military. Next tech. Yeah, the rotary engine seems good. Okay, and obviously they are still going to gain some ground here. Which sucks. Because our men are still on the way. I'm just going to speed 5 until our men arrive, honestly. Because it's... Sure, I mean, I'm conscripting the men from here. So it kind of feels like they should arrive sooner, don't you think? Okay, the men are here. Oh, the other thing I should probably do is... you know what? Yeah, also, save. Save that. Let's go back slightly further. What do we just load? Like autosave 16 or something? Let's load autosave 18. Yeah. Let me have it in the comments. He's cheating, he saves, going, whatever. Bollocks, it's not far off fact. 1853, is that right? That sounds about right. Yeah, this looks right. Okay. So, oh, this is still when they had a bunch of men here. Save the game here. And pay the troops. No, not government wages. Pay the troops. Good. And then also, if I raise a new general here, will he get half of the conscripts from this area? Expert offensive planner. Sure. If I get him and then, you know, promote him a couple of times. He just pinches some of the regular battalions. So presumably that weakens this guy. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to leave him garrisoning England. And we've learned a lesson. From now on, leave some people garrisoning England. War of progress. We'll focus on precision. And yeah, we're doing the offensive here because these guys have no morale, so we should be able to blitz through them. Some of you can go in advance this front because they probably also have no morale. Okay. We can turn this around. And then, yeah, we'll just... Same deal with the US, basically. We'll just fight that to a standstill. Continue fighting that to a standstill. And here, we should, yeah, bulldoze them out. Okay. I imagine the French will start a naval invasion just the same. So let's try and raid convoys around here. Oh, hang on! I think I know why these guys couldn't launch naval invasions. Is it because they can only launch naval invasions with their people from their region? Yes. So let's launch a naval invasion of Portugal. With the guys that I said it's important to keep in reserve. It's okay. Once we win this, we'll send them up. They're going to be there very soon. Good. I feel like some kind of warning for a naval invasion might be a good idea. But, maybe I'm just salty. Who knows? Yeah, it's a bit more tactical with some of these switchovers as well. What did I just invent? Rotary engine, right. Oh, yes. So, sorry, fertilizers as well. Is it still... Oh, no, they'd rather do figs. Actually, rather do citrus. More wine. But there'd be input shortages. Apple, taters, single crop. They'd rather do taters. Citrus. Rather do citrus. Fig. Yep, rather do fig. Steam donkeys. Yep, helping there. Not on iron. Oh, actually, I bet it will on iron once I do the switch over on steel. Once I switch that over, it's going to start freaking loving doing steam donkeys. The open hearth process. Yeah. Look at that. 31,000. It's crazy. Oh, yeah, we need another motor industry. Do a home county motor industry. Good. Okay, 63,000 American troops are transferring to here. Well, where did all my little guys go? The New York, Ontario front, eh? Don't do that. Come over here. And if you are going to go over there, because we do have an advantage here now, we certainly will once these guys have juiced up. No, I don't want you over there. We have enough men over there. Go over here instead. New York, Ontario front. No, no. Good. And we should land in Portugal soon. 18 days. Oh, they did still land here, but we still had our defenders in place, so they were kicked back into the sea. Good. But we are about to lose the defenders here, so that's kind of risky, right? U9, defend front. So I can't assign them to defend England. Like, I can't assign coastal defenders. Doesn't that strike you as odd? I guess I can raid their convoys. Might prevent them from landing. Actually, maybe I shouldn't raid convoys. Maybe I should patrol the coast. Seek out and destroy enemy convoys. Yeah, I mean, that sounds right. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. Oh yeah, and the extra colonization. They soar into the future. Let's get that going. The dream! Sure, expect more standard living, that's fine. This side has at least one commander. Yeah, so they're up to 99% mobilization now. Nice. And there we go. Landing in Portugal unopposed. We can just rapidly occupy Portugal. And then they'll probably accept... I think they'll accept puppeting pretty quick. Boom. Yoink. Immediately enforced. And now you guys can do a nuke invasion down here. Humphrey Elliot again. And if we can do the naval invasion super quick, then presumably he just bounces back straight here. It's Humphrey Elliot, isn't it? Yeah. Can I change your order in this? No. Yeah, he's just going home. In between naval invasions, he's going to defend the Isles. So that's good. And now we have them so occupied, their war support is negative. Okay, the war support can go negative. I thought so. But we can't enforce this peace because they're the primary opponent, I think. And you better believe I'm going to try and push against France. I can take them all the way to... Jesus, they put 213 men here. Ah, crap, and I don't actually have the guys... yeah, stop defending the coast. Come raid the... raid these convoys. Otherwise they're going to beat us back here. Right now we're managing to keep them all bottled up. That's funny. 213 men all fighting... 215,000 men, sorry. I think it is. It's in thousands, right? I think so. All fighting in the Sahara. Ill-advised. Oh, and these guys is ready to go practically immediately. Then we can just yoink through here, and then go over here, and then we'll have Portugal all wrapped up. Oh, you can enforce it on them even though they're primary guy. Okay. Naval invade Corsica, since that's one of our war goals. Gonna take 50 days. 45 now. Good. Ammunition's quite expensive, fine. There's dynamite. Okay, and this is where we really start to make some bank on our huge chemical factories. Should be able to say, like, make the same switch in all places, in my opinion. Okay, and you can go to vacuum expansion to make more, even more explosives, which we're going to use a bunch of all of a sudden. Great. And yes, we continue to win with our high-tech army. Stay winning. Nice. Okay, we have a much more sizable numerical advantage here now, so let's start trying to actually advance. They have no generals active, it's just their garrisons, apparently. Nice, and we finally are able to get them going. Industrial boom. Chemical plant throughput, coal mining, munitions plants. Yeah, no, give me mining. That sounds good. Ah, right, and because these guys have now raised up, we can go back to underpaying the military to try and improve the balance sheets a bit. And some of these small dudes, small armies rather. And look at that loyalist count rise. Yeah, they're really loyal when you when you don't get a huge naval invasion of the home islands, huh? They are garrisoning it, but not well enough. Humphrey Elliot, saviour of the British. Champion amongst men. He's going to cruise in here. And you know what I'm going to do with him next, actually? Because now we've taken the war goal. So presumably that's going to make them tick down. Yeah, we control 100% of our war goals. But you know what? Two can play at that game, France. A naval invasion of Normandy. Excuse me. Oh, he's still technically fighting down here. Right, don't worry. He won't be for long. Boom. Corsica is under my control. Now, a naval invasion of Normandy with Humphrey Elliot. Oh, crap. Actually losing a naval fight here. Outrageous. You guys, quick. Escort convoys right here. Get in that fight. I assume the ships can't teleport too, but... If the French have 250 divisions here... I mean, they only have 300. So it seems like now might be a good idea to go after them at home. Their navy is looking a little big, though, as well. And what we should do... Build some more naval bases. Make our second fleet a bit more substantial. Well, that's an interesting thing. Shows you where your naval invasion order is. Cool. You guys, how can you still have so much supply? It doesn't make any sense to me. Because you're in the Sahara with no ports. How did you even get here? Okay, now over here, meanwhile, we're still not managing much in the way of offensives. I think I will let them keep trying, though. We have got them at negative war support now. Good. 25% of their population is radical. Ouch. That's gotta hurt. We're practically at even radical and loyal now, which is pretty good. Ah, yes, and they are pushing us back out of the on the African front, though. Embarrassingly. Mostly because I took the naval invasion dudes away to go and attack in here. But now we are roundly defeating their navy. Good. And after we win this battle, we should launch the invasion. Right? I believe so. Never launched a naval invasion that was contested before, so we're all learning here. Yes, indeed. Okay. Unfortunately, we're not going to win it. But they want to surrender. We're pretty close. Big fleet. Stop supporting the naval invasion. Come raid convoys down here instead. And yeah, after this fight ends, I think that guy will just get, you know, his attack will just get called off. Right, and here's the play in the Rhine. War of progress. Focus on precision. And yeah, they are... we're pushing them back. I think I just want Corsica Treaty Port. I want to be able to see if we're able to, like, import a bunch of stuff off France. For cheap. I mean, look at the casualty ratios in this war. It's crazy. 10% of their tax income. I mean, 10% of tax income is a lot of cash. Would I rather have that than take Corsica? Or should we wait for both? It does seem like I want to push for both. Hey, Humphrey. Thing is, we are losing ground. Humphrey, come help down here. Alright, finally we're at least making some moves to push in here against the US. The US are looking like they want peace, but yeah, I'd like to take war reps off the Americans, I think. I want to come out of this winning. Because we suffered for this victory. We spent a lot of money. I had to reload saves. It was a whole thing. I don't know what's going to happen because the Netherlands are full occupied here, so we're very nearly at getting the Americans to accept war reps here. Rotary valve. Yeah, just keep going on industry for now. Yeah, it's gonna... I mean, it's... Even with that many less workers, we're still making a loss on this. But surely once I switch the steel and tooling over to it, I think it will kind of self-correct. And yeah, munitions can go over. Yeah, I think that will self-correct in order to actually end up turning me a profit. Oh yeah, right, we're not using any harvesting tools on these things. Get the tools going, dudes. For sure. And yeah, gold. Gold should be being transported. Oh yeah, and didn't I want to turn... I wanted to turn the railways onto this. Good, and publicly trade them. And they don't automatically extend railways, but we do need more railways. Lots more to support the huge industrialization we've got going on. There's the war with the Dutch Peasant Revolt, which like I said, I can't actually reinforce right now, but as soon as we win the war with the French, we'll be good. Americans, peace proposed. They are offering American war reps. Hell yes. Get wrecked, freaking US. So they're paying us war reps. How much are we actually going to get off that? 16k? That's nothing. 14k? Ridiculous. I think we're just going to try and entirely annex the US. Okay, so now we have the men available. Big army here. Come defend this front. Can't, because he's already assigned to the order. Okay. Fine. And then this Tichy guy, Tichy army, come push this front. Insufficient taxation capacity. Wow, that hasn't happened in a while. In East Anglia. We are using 124 just because there's a lot of people and a lot of cash going on here. Okay, well, in that case, I guess we build a local government administration here. I think it's more or less the only way you can raise taxation capacity. Just put 3 there, sure. We're short on admin anyway, now I notice. I've been a little bit laser focused on this. I wonder if war support can go lower than... Oh no, that's right. If it goes up to minus 100, they're forced to peace out, right? Yeah, good. So we win next month. Fantastic. Boom. We win. We get a Corsica Treaty port. That's very funny. Which has a barracks in it, no less. And now, so I think the way this works is, like, let's say I wanted to import explosives. Which, by the way, we need a bunch more of. What was that screen? Cannot import explosives to the French market because they have an embargo against me. Excuse me? I don't think they do. I think you'll find... They're telling me they can embargo me even though I have a treaty port. I thought the whole point of a treaty port was to make it such that they couldn't do that kind of thing. How do I even see... Like, yeah, French market. Members. It's just those 2 that are members. But how do I see that I have a treaty port? Maybe I see it on my market. Details. Trade routes. I mean, is that the same as the Qing? Import clothes. No, I can import stuff from them. But it's just not doing it here because they have an embargo. Maybe... That's annoying. Oh well, at least we got war reps from them. Which is paying much better than the American ones. 58,000 off them. Nice. No military wages. And... Oh, some rubber. That event fires hundreds of times, by the way. And here's the US going against Mexico. Anyway, send these guys over to advance that front. And we'll win, like, immediately. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, hey, nice. And our standard of living is rising. And yeah, the war ups off France are going to fund our post-war recovery. Which is going to look like a lot of railway building, I think. I'll wait for these to finish, but... How's the market access over here? Looks okay, mostly. Now we've got the level 1 railways. We'll put level 2 in a couple of them as well. Okay, and yeah, infamy still relatively high, but we'll get that under control. Oh man, what a disaster! That was quite the war, and we did get Portugal, of course, as a puppet. We can't colonize next to puppets' lands, unfortunately. So it's not going to help us on our scramble for Africa. But it does mean that, you know, when Portugal scrambles for Africa, that's not land we're losing, which is good. France started import meat route. Okay, so that must mean that they have ended their embargo. Nope. Cannot import. How are you importing if you've embargoed me? I guess embargoes are one way. Maybe being rival to them establishes an embargo? No. I like that it says rivalry started, whether you've ended or started the rivalry. Okay, so we still have a rivalry with them. This is confusing. Anyway, we're winning this war. Should win this next fight easy. Yep. We have the massive advantage. Okay, how am I going to neuter France? I guess I could make them spit out Occitania. That would weaken them pretty seriously. But anyone that stands up to me is going to get it. Anyone that dares resist is going to be shown the error of their ways. That's my intention, at least. Okay, what else do I need to do? Yeah, those... Did we get the taxation situation under control? Still not. I think start getting the infrastructure better is going to make it a bit better, though. What's coming up with this? Base value, centralization, central archives, appointed bureaucrats, and then standard filing system. Wait, is there a research I can do that helps with that? Yeah, ID documents. Let's grab that, actually. I don't think electricity is urgent. Electricity is good, but it's more useful once you have the text that follow it, I think. How fast are we colonizing these days? Oh, like 70 days on those ones we've got running there. Nice. Very nice indeed. And yeah, we got them full occupied, so they'll accept demands pretty soon. Okay. Well, let's collapse out that expand back interest groups. Let's get back to that whole industrial gameplay rather than just endless war, huh? Are we building some more? No, we still need a few more. Whatchamacallums? What are they called? You know what I'm trying to say. The thing that gives you taxation capacity. These ones. Government administrations. Let's get a couple more of those. How are we doing on institutions, by the way? Yeah, capped out on those. I'd like... Yeah, like public health insurance, maybe. Because all that does is remove the... It's the same quality, except you get 2 levels potentially higher, and it weakens the Anglican Church. Industrialists oppose it, but they like this anyway. And the trade unions like it. So let's do that. Okay. And we're making fat stacks in no small part of the French war reps. Because, I mean, France is the #2 great power right now. To be #1 with reps off the #2 is pretty awesome. Okay, so what's the market situation right now? Hardwood, engines. Right, yeah, engines, we only have 1 building. I think we need to add a second one. Or did I know I already added a second one? I did, but I didn't auto-expand it. Also, we don't have electric engines yet. could do with that. But right now it's not being expanded. Would it be profitable to be expanded? Yeah. Let's crank a few levels of that. What else? Glass and wood. Oh yeah, anywhere we can build gold mines, but they're a fairly easy sell, I think. But yeah, logging camps. They're on hardwood production, sawmills, with transportation. And this is, we did already throw them down like all over here, so anywhere they are profitable, they should be expanding. What about over here? Not looking too profitable. Ah, but New South Wales has unified everything up. Okay. That's the next diplomatic play then. Relations are too high, but once we get it done, no one is going to get involved. So start damaging relations there. I don't know what causes this graphical effect, by the way. That's kind of trippy. Let's annex New Brunswick. Start annexing New Brunswick. A bunch of people might get involved, but they won't. Okay, Austria might. If Austria gets involved, I'm going to make them pay war reps. That's my ultimatum to them. Remember when I said we were going to go back to focusing on the whole industrial thing? Oh yeah, it seems like the UI has stopped working. That's odd. Let's reload the game. Do. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Is it working now? Yes. Good. So at least it looks like France is going to stay out of it. I'm not sure they can take us out, actually, because they have a truce with me. Hang on, if you can't interfere with a truce, why does humiliate block people from getting involved for 5 years? Because that's the same length as the truce. They're confident. France did support them. Arseholes that they are. Okay. Well, looks like we're going to add some war goals against France. Okay, I've got 27 infamy cap to play with. Liberate country. Corsica. Not quite what I was looking for. Switzerland is a subject. No, they're just in their customs union. Huh. Humiliate France. Do I need to re-add war reps to France, do you think? Well, let's add it. We don't have to demand it. I've already offered them this way, right? So they should be joining. Yeah. Austria and France joining against us it would be a little... I mean, that's not great. We are probably going to have to mobilize again. So mobilize all generals and activate conscripts. Just the meaningful ones. The screen is starting to slow down a bit. I mean, yeah, still more. Okay. I really didn't want to fight France again this soon, but hey ho, here we go fighting again. Advance that front with a bunch of men. France is sending a bunch of men over here. Let's send some of our own. And then we'll send a couple to advance the kind of empty fronts. France has lots of land down here, huh? Been doing pretty well on this whole African scramble thing. Which basically means it's an us versus France game, because once rubber and stuff becomes really important, Africa is very vital. You guys, raid convoys here. You guys, raid convoys here. 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 And I guess actually the big fleet should patrol the coast so we don't get invaded again. Raid convoys here. Switch it up a bit. You go here. Okay. And I wonder if they'll still pay war reps to me while we're at war. It's the kind of thing that they might have overlooked. Due a promotion. Sure. I have no problem handing out promotions. Oh yes. I've got to remember. Pay the military. Dun dun. Dun dun. I can't believe this is over freaking New Brunswick. like, mind your own business. Yep, Austria did join. Okay, well, I guess you're gonna liberate Hungary. Huh? How do you feel about that? Another one. Liberate. No, don't have enough. How many diplomatic plays do I have left? 40. Transfer subject. Krakow. How about you pay me war reps, Austria? How about we liberate Hungary and Croatia? I mean, every time... I think this is what we should do from now on, basically. Every time someone opposes me in one of these fights, we just tear their country apart. Just liberate everything that can be liberated and forget concert of Europe. We're just going to rip people apart, and it's going to rule. You guys might struggle early, actually, since we got defensive. Electric telegraph. Less war exhaustion from casualties. Nice. It kind of seems like the opposite of what that would do, but... I also just get the impression that I'm ahead of the others on... excuse me. On military tech, but I don't know if that's true. We seem to consistently have more stats. They're confident, apparently. I wouldn't be. Because I don't think Austria is going to contribute at all. We'll see, but that's my suspicion. It reckons I have the advantage here, because we have way more offense than them. Okay, sure, let's just launch an instant offensive here then. And once my guys have mobilized, we'll have more men as well. Reckons we have an advantage here too, but I think I'm going to press that advantage once I have the situation here. Yeah, war with New Brunswick has broken out. We have loads of men over here who will rapidly actually take the war goal, which will help. Get ready for this event to fire a lot, by the way. The Rubber Rush event fires just repeatedly. We did immediately take a fight. Oh, damn, it is actually the Austrians here. Immediately proving me wrong. They will do anything. Yeah, I got really good stats against them, but we'll need to switch this to a defensive fight. That's fine. We do have some allies coming in. And yeah, the more people we puppet in these wars, the more we will get just little allies helping cover fronts and things. Loads of French and Austrian convoys being sunk. Oh, damn. We're actually going to lose Corsica here. Oh, well. It's not the end of the world. Those guys can just go and defend the home islands or something. Meanwhile, we are crushing them when they try to push in here. And hopefully, we should start to see their supply values drop. And yeah, since that guy's been booted out there, he is now... Where is he? This guy. Yeah, just stand by in the British HQ. And since you're going to be standing by in the British HQ, we don't need to prevent against a naval invasion. So let's send these guys to raid down here and obliterate the French supply in this region. Yeah. Good. And here's the victory. The inevitable victory, of course, in New Brunswick. Which means we'll be able to get the war goal. Just the war goal isn't going to be enough, of course, because I do want to liberate Hungary and stuff. I want to punish anyone that dares raise a hand against the mighty British Empire is going to suffer for it. I'm going to make them regret it. Okay, got him there. Break him there, and then I'm not sure what I'll do with these guys. We should wrap up some of these, but we're just putting some more men in these regions. But yeah, I'm wanting to win not by force of numbers here, but just by force of navy, basically. Which I suppose is just numbers at sea, when you think about it. Okay. Another diplomatic... Insufficient healthcare support. Damn. Oh, I can't suffer a 15% bureaucracy hit, so I think that's just gonna... We're just gonna have to abandon passing that for now. Instead, how about we pass proportional taxation? Oh yeah, are the French still paying me war reps? No, damn. Shame. How about we restrict child labour? Everyone endorses it except the industrialists. And we get more dependent income and more max education investment. That seems like a good get to me. And since the industrialists oppose it, you know what? Get out of my government. Instead, intelligentsia and the petit bourgeoisie? No. The armed forces? The rural folk? Bourgeoisie? No. Okay. We're going to lose some legitimacy doing this. But not by much. Ah, fine. We'll just leave them. We'll just leave it as is. It reckons it's way against me here. But I'm not so sure. Because we have their supply down to 55%. So they may outnumber me like more than 5 to 1, but I don't think that matters, honestly. And yeah, our stats are just higher across the board. Finally finish annexing Canada. I mean, I guess if I hadn't spent all these wars annexing Canada and instead each of these wars had been taking like 4 or 5 states off the US, that would have been better, but it would have cost way more infamy. We have so much money. France is going to war. Interesting. I mean, I'm leaning this way, but I can't back them, unfortunately. Oh, here I can, though. They want to conquer Western Sahara and Mauritania. Absolutely. I'm with you. Oh, look, it's Rubber Rush. Dixie people have been migrating to the Midlands. Cool. I guess the slavery debate is hotting up a bit. And boom. There's New Brunswick, fully occupied. Wait for it. Oh, no, sorry, one more tiny province. Yep, I'm going to back against France, which means that the little titchy nations here are going to yoink a bunch of land off a bunch of these French colonies without it costing me any infamy, and then I can just colonize it off them. Pretty sneaky, huh? Let's get that electric generation, partly just for the steam engine production. I mean the engine production, not the steam engine production. Yeah, let's launch offensives here. I think we can do it just because their morale is so low. And there we go. A bunch of new fronts that France needs to worry about. Meanwhile, when these battles start, they already have like no morale. You may have lots of troops, France, but I rule the waves. So, do what you may. I'm going to take this off you. There's a bunch of Somali migration to East Anglia. Cool. And there's the war goal being enforced against New Brunswick. You guys are travelling to the West Indies front, huh? Both of you. Interesting. I guess I shan't stop you. I'll just plough through there and then automatically redeploy somewhere else. And look at this. Our GDP is skyrocketing. Yeah, I mean, how's France GDP been doing over time? See, this is growing, but not like this. Ours is going parabolic. And their prestige is dropping steadily. Gold in British Columbia. Nice. Income's not looking so hot. I guess our military wages and military building costs have probably been rising. Yeah, no great surprise there. But our loyalists have overtaken our radicals, so that's good. Both Yankees and Dixies are migrating to the British Isles. We are the safe haven for both sides of the slavery debate, apparently. I hope the Dixies know it's very much the settled debate over here. Don't care if they lose a bit of momentum, that's fine. Gold Rush, spread the word. Continuing to cruise on through here. And France is actually, yeah, because of the new buffs, France is losing straight up fights to the decentralized Saharan nation. That's pretty funny. Battalions in reserve, where? In Utah Okay, so my general in this region, how do I select him? I guess I just find him in here. The Pacific Coast guy. Get promoted. Now I can handle some of those extra guys. Good. And yeah, continuing to push up here is good. The dream. It's fine. Untrained hands. Yeah, keep children off the floor, that's fine. Lowering dependent income is a small price to pay. Anything else I want to be trying to achieve? Expand the East Indies administration. Transfer control of all holdings or vassals in the East Indies to our colony. Where is this? This area. We can hand it over to the colony. Why would I want to do that? Right now, I'm taxing it. It's costing me no bureaucracy. Because it's not incorporated. And we get all of the stuff out of it. And I could hand it over to them. But I don't know why I would. Anyway, get me those precision tools. And make sure this is all publicly traded and mechanized. And auto-expand as necessary. Paper mills, likewise. Steel mills, likewise. This is all the New Brunswick ones that I'm switching over right now, by the way. In case you were confused as to why stuff didn't seem to be set as it was set before. Need a few more government administrations. Let's beef up our Lancashire and Yorkshire branches, shall we? France still just getting trounced every time we come across them here. Not quite. But we will, because they have 0% morale. So next time the fight starts, they're not in a good way. People want censorship and cultural exclusion. Tough. We're getting rid of we're restricting child labour instead. They want me to be evil, and I said no. New colony areas. Nice. 48 days for a colony. Oh. Oh. That's lovely. We're tearing through. I like the Portuguese subject flag. That's cool. We did it! Freaking heck. We keep passing them so easily. It's great. Shouldn't that unlock 2 more levels? Done. Oh no, sorry, that wasn't the healthcare one, right? That was the child labour. I remember. Okay, you guys pressed across yet? Yeah, so where do they go after that? Standing by the England HQ. What good do you think you're doing at the English HQ? Get yourselves over here. North Sea HQ. Lazy bones. Get yourselves into the fray. Still one doing nothing. Come advance down here then. How's it feeling, France and Austria? You confident in this war? We've already annexed New Brunswick. I'm coming for the other 2 of you yet. When you hover over Liberate Hungary and Liberate Croatia and stuff, it should show you where they're going to be liberated, by the way. I think I might immediately go to electric capacitors, because electricity is not that good until you have lots of stuff that uses it. So I think I'm going to get electric capacitors immediately. And then, I imagine it's development electricity? No? Is it like urban industry? It takes 184,000 electricity. We have literally no storage. It's going to cost 230,000. But the power plants, interestingly, don't have to be like in some particular spot. So I think Ulster is going to be the power plant district. Build me 18 levels of power plant in Ulster, just straight up. And it's going to be publicly traded. And it's hydroelectric, apparently. You can just build any amount of hydroelectric power plants in any place in the world, as everyone knows. Keep it auto-expanded. And I mean, we'll see once it's built, but right now nothing consumes electricity. So once those are built, we'll need to try and keep an eye on it, because once they're built, we need to switch things over to start using electricity. Otherwise, it's going to go, broke as hell. But there's 229 French divisions just here. It is annoying that when you do that, you know, we encircled them, right? We destroyed those divisions. But no, they just went home. It doesn't actually do any damage, the fact that they were encircled and destroyed. Doesn't actually, you know, register that they had nowhere to run. Which might sound a little vindictive, but rubber mastication. I don't think anyone is using rubber yet, so building a bunch of rubber plantations probably wouldn't generate any profit. I think it'll generate some. Well, you know, where it's available, build it, and then we can always have it for the future. You can't stockpile goods, which is annoying, but it's interesting the way they've handled the economy in this game. Because it's like there aren't actually any goods in this economy in the game. There's no goods actually moving around. It's all just percentages based on fulfillment and stuff. All right, easy wins on all remaining fronts against the French, and they're sending 413,000 troops. Well, I have just the army ready to counter that. That's pretty funny. Do they arrive with bad supplies? They did arrive with bad supplies. Excellent. That's very funny. So they can't actually attack, they have no supplies. As soon as we arrive, we're just going to rampage across and kick them out. They got 94 attempting to arrive here on the Ivory Coast, but too late. Okay, so now it's time for some naval invasions, I guess. You chaps, let's do a naval invasion of Algeria with John Seaton, by all means. I won't need him down here, because these guys have no supply. Could be there in 22 days. Halfway to building our first massive hydroelectric. I love this. We've just invented electricity, right? Just invented it. Step one, we're going to build a colossal hydroelectric power plant that's going to power industries across the entire British Isles. I do find that quite funny. 10% tax waste. Jesus Christ. Okay, we urgently need more government administration. We've got quite a lot of them coming in. Will that be enough? We'll have to see as the employment ticks up each week how much the difference they're actually going to make. Yeah, they should tick up the employment like 7 or 8 times, so I think that should be enough. 9 weeks till the colossal Ulster Dam is built. Okay, these guys have arrived. Yeet the French. They are launching an offensive now, so some of them must have supplies. Oh yeah, no, they actually got some decent supplies. It's not going to be as easy as I'd hoped. All these guys raid the convoys, and raid the convoys like all the way home for the French. I want all those convoys for. I mean, these guys suddenly went from 0 to like 55% supply. That is entirely unacceptable. We did at least win that attack though. Let's see how we can do on the offense. Dun 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 dun. 2 to 1. Easy. GG easy. Ah yes, and not everywhere is shrapnel and skirmish right now. Let's refresh that. What do I need for trench artillery? Because it's quite a lot better. You lose, well, I mean, you gain less process, but you lose less too. And there we go, yeah. 102 defense. So they're getting there. They have got some decent tech, but they don't have the morale for it. Get sent. And we've landed here successfully. Nice. They are sending a lot of guys to resist us, though. Okay, so you guys who were helping with the naval invasion, now let's see if we can cut their supplies. Because yeah, the fights here are going to get tougher. Don't know how many provinces there are across here. Probably at least 2. Oh yeah, maybe more like 6. You guys, let's cease this offensive for a moment. Wait for the convoy raiding to affect the Austrian supply. And yeah, here we go. That's more like it. Back down to 37% supply. Beating them 2 to 1. No? Maybe? Not quite. All off migration. Cool. Oh, they added Liberate to Quebec to that fight. But they're just going to yoink Western Sahara thought these guys are trying to yoink Western Sahara. Peace proposed. They want to conquer Western Sahara. I accept. And then, hey, these guys that just did that, surprise. The second you win your war, I'm just going to show up and colonize you. And yeah, pushing the French back here. 450 divisions! Holy Christ! And still getting completely destroyed. Oh, it's pretty funny. That's pretty funny, you have to admit. Boom. Boom. And there we go. As a friendly peace offering in exchange for my help in getting rid of France, could you give me one small coastal province, preferably with an excellent port, from which you could import lots of guns and settlers and stuff like that? No reason. No reason at all. Just asking. Sure, I'm fine for someone to step down. What's I going to do? Right, yeah, we're not passing a law right now. Can we stop discriminating against different religions? No, no one backs it. Only the intelligentsia back it. Okay, you know what? How about we reform government? So the government is just the intelligentsia. How about that? Intelligentsia and the trade unions. We're going to lose 60,000 loyalists. That's okay. I mean, we've got plenty. Everyone loves us because of the number of loyalists we have. So now, let's do total separation of church and state. Which is going to mean we stop discriminating against lots of these pops in our new African holdings. Because right now we're still discriminating against them, even though their culture is fine. We don't like their religion. So we're going to accept their religion and then we'll be all good. Anywhere else I can colonize? Not right now. And this fight here... Ooh, they are actually... They're driving us back. Although, or our allies lost a fight and hence we were driven back. Not doing so well on sinking their convoys here, I guess. Shipping lanes. There must be some Austrian shipping lanes in here. Yeah, there are. Convoy raiding admirals. Oh, they do actually have almost the same numbers as me here. Following war goals were enforced on France. War reps. Thank you, France. I'll enjoy your 60,000. And I shall turn my attention to the only remaining person in the war. Austria. So, Austria. How do you like that empire you're managing to maintain there? I think you're going to find that you have some problems with it in just a minute. Can I naval invade with these guys? Any of them? No. I think you might find that in 50 days, your little multicultural empire there starts to fall apart, because I bet you haven't passed multiculturalism. So I suspect those Hungarians and Croatians don't like you so much. So, we'll see. Embargo broken. Between who and who? Embargo with France can no longer be maintained because relations are poor. What? Doesn't make any sense. Does that mean I can import from France now? It does. So when we look at importing from France versus somewhere else, after tariffs, yeah, there we go. Tariffs 0 on the French one. But if we did it here, tariffs 20. Okay. So now, if we need to, we can import stuff for cheap from France. For example, what's really expensive? Hardwood. So hardwood, what if we imported it from France? It would cost us 64 or so to import it, versus the Egyptian market where it would be also 64. But the revenue should be a bit better, right? I mean, not really. But let's not import, because we're just we're protectionists. We are only interested in making sure that our local people do really well, and we're now middling on Sandalwood, which is pretty good. Electric capacitors unlocked. Oh, and by the way, it's done. We're now making a bunch of stuff, but it's not able to employ people, so it's not that big. Electric sewing machines, automatic power looms, brine electrolysis, pasteurization, and electric railways. Give me more food canning, more farm production, automatic irrigation for coffee and things. Should probably grab some military stuff. Nah. We're fine on the military front right now, it feels like. How much are we spending on... I mean, that's 5%. That's only, you know, 50 bureaucracy that saves us. It's not much. Human rights? Nah. More conscriptable battalions? Could be good. Let's get the hand crank machine gun. 5% more kill rate. Seems good. Okay, so textile mills. How are clothes doing? They're at about base price, honestly. So perhaps not the best target for the first thing to electrify. How about chemical plants? Excuse me. Fertilizer. Well, it's actually lower than the base price, but electronics are higher than the base price. So yes, what if we go to brine electrolysis? It's going to cost 225 electricity, which will crank the price. It should all go to brine electrolysis. More explosive, less fertilizer, which is actually what we need. And now if we take a look at the power plant, suddenly it's profitable. And it's cranking it out. Of course, as it increases in size, the price will drop again. But that's good. Okay. It's got good throughput because of its modern nursing. Good. But yeah, how about electric streetlights? It's going to take 2,000. I mean, let's just do this. And then let's fight the price. Because we built... I mean, that's going to use all the power we have, for sure. And more, easily. So we can now just work on trying to... well, actually, not easily. Look, it's making a lot. And that's not even full employment yet. Like, we need another. We do need one more other power plant. So let's build one. I like the idea of Ireland just being the nation of power plants. So build me another big power plant over there. And then we'll see once that's finished this building if we have any if we have any spare electricity still, and then we can start using it on something else. Like textiles. Automatic power looms and electronic sewing machines, and right now it costs 313,000 to do that, so we won't do that just yet. France, I hope you're happy about the fact that I'm using all of your wealth to fund this massive electrification of my industry. If we take a look here, electricity. Let's take a look at production on the map. We are the only people using it in the world. So I think we're doing pretty well on the tech front. Alright, here are the military landings. Some of them not going so well. We only need one landing to succeed, and then the others can all just pile on. I don't know why I find the idea of Ireland just being like the land of the hydroelectric dam so comic. It's not like a dig at Ireland at all. It just seems funny to me. Let's get some more railways going as well to support all this new industry. We landing successfully? Yes. Offense is not great. Yeah, difficult landing, insufficient naval invasion support, you know. It's not a good time to land a big naval invasion in 1857. Boom. We landed. And expand power plants successfully completed. Unlimited power, 30% just on Ulster. Or more tech for electric railways. Or steam turbines, or shift weight. Yeah, let's do steam turbines. And now, let's also suddenly throw in all these other guys. Excuse me. There we go. Come on in, chaps. The water's fine. And we're going to crush the crap out of Austria. It's going to be grand. Where's the army that actually landed, though? Like, shouldn't at least one of these have some men on my side? You would think, right? One are from garrisons. My Corsican... No, my Maltese garrison is defending this province now. Well, at least we managed to land here, so we won't... looks like we won't instantly be pushed back into the sea. No, actually, I think we will. Because we're losing that fight. Can I control this army? Yeah, you guys. Move to this fight, this front, which I can do instantly. And then we can start making some headway. You guys. Advance. I guess I'll have them come here first, and then we can move them from there. 13v13, so even if we lost that fight, we'd be winning, because that's their whole army deployed on this front. Exquisite. These guys are arriving soon. Yep, here they are. A Wallonian migration. And yeah, we lost that front, but we've properly established this one now. So, we will have a problem, though, because, I mean, they have a lot of men. Let's go on the defensive until our reinforcements arrive. Seems prudent to me. Let's see, if I switch this... That's interesting. I can teleport them here early by telling them I want to defend, not attack. I guess it takes less long to set up an attack than a defense than an attack. Is maybe one excuse I could make for the game. Prefab hospitals. Recovery rate or tech for malaria prevention. Definitely tech for malaria prevention. Hey Austria, you're not going to love this, but I'm going to force all 3 of these on you. What is your economy like? 44 million, I mean, it's not small. Not small at all. Lots of casualties being taken here, but twice as many, more than twice as many on their side, so feeling pretty good about that. You guys just stay defensive for a second. No, they're staying defensive too. Okay, let's advance the front. Advance the front. And then you, Humphrey Elliot, you on the other hand, I would like you to land up here. Which I need to use this navy for. And the other one, raid Austrian convoys. All of them are going to have to go through here if they want to get to Austria, so let's just raid their convoys. And yeah, it's going to be difficult to push in here. The terrain is against us, for sure. But I should have some of their victory points, right? I think their war support is going to fall below 0. Because, yeah, we got them occupied and we control 40% of the war goals. But no, it's still not going below 0. I don't know what... Sometimes it goes below 0, sometimes it doesn't. And I don't understand what causes it. Let's halt the offensives on this front. After this fight. Should also, yeah, look at that. Quick little re-establishment of those colonies the second the French lost that. But I want to make sure I have declared interests everywhere France might colonize, so that I can immediately punish them if they try to. So the USA, yeah, still got this tiny GDP. How are they holding up against me? I guess they have a pretty big population, and that was before I knew you could, you know, how to mobilize troops properly. Let's cut the pay here. Landing successfully? Nice. How about you just liberate Croatia? No. Plus, I don't want to settle. We got so much money, we should put ourselves in a position to spend more of it. Give me a bunch more construction facilities. And again, do it like all over America. This is how we will employ America. By having them build factories in Britain. Because we have so much cash right now. We need to... honestly, we just need to find ways to spend it. And having a lot... Yeah, if I can spend all that French cash more efficiently, I think we'll be setting ourselves up really well. Damn, they're holding us here, though. Another fight not going so well. Not sure what I can do here to actually bring this war to a head. We're losing these fights. Would they accept? They're presuming, yeah, they would accept white peace. We're still notorious. Almost got him here. The morale's getting pretty. Oh, we did get him. Nice, turn it around. Good. Okay, got loads of production capacity available. How is our power supply going? I guess I'll just look at it here. Power is still plus 62 versus the base price. Okay. And how many did we get in the end? We're up to 13 in Ulster already. I guess we need another Irish hydroelectric dam. Give me another. In fact, you know what? Get me 2 more. We're using 700. See, now we're spending the money. That's how you spend the money. Do get these ones that are almost done to completion, though. Don't want to have had that time be wasted. Prefab hospitals. More malaria prevention tech. With 2 ticks of that event, malaria prevention must be... Yeah, we're getting there. Nice. Just have that event fire a few more times and we'll be laughing. Yeah, pushing in here, but yeah, not successfully. In the mountains, I have to imagine that's going to be a bit tough. Ooh, they're actually driving us back here. That's not good. How are they aren't advancing, and yet we lost ground there. Not quite sure how that happened. Arousing speech. 15% chance of reform, or 10% unpopularity. Yeah, no, 15% chance for the reform, that's good. Total separation is going to be great for us. Ooh, that was almost a win. But yeah, I just don't understand how to make their war support go negative. I guess you can only do it through occupation, but we have some occupation. You know, they should be getting 0.38 because they're occupied a bit, but just doesn't seem to work out that way somehow. Oh yeah, how's the transfer from... Right, nothing from the investment pool. But now the investment pool... There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Investment pool is now going up by 234. Pretty good, eh? Give me some more West Country administration, please. We got them beat here. Good. But yeah, it's a real back and forth. I think we need to take the white peace against Austria here. Honestly. Because I don't see how we're going to make progress. I don't just want to lose time and men here. So let's white peace. That'll stabilize the economy a bit, especially once I cut military wages. Good. And we have... Oh, what's the second level of local unions? Workforce ratio. Nice. And yeah, everyone likes us right now. I mean, they could like us more, obviously, but... Okay. So, we got 50 infamy available right now. I could puppet someone else. Or Dominion, rather. Dominion is the better one, right? No, puppet's the better one. Who could I puppet? Sweden. I could do Sweden. We might get Spain, France. Yeah, we'll get Russia and potentially France and Prussia against us. That'd be bad, I think. Could annex New South Wales. Have I hurt relations enough yet? Not yet. Still cordial. But once we do, no one will get involved, which is great. How if I expel diplomats? Well, that gives us infamy. Not that, then. Rubber discovered in Lindi, Uganda, and Tanganyika. I guess is how you'd say that. I will start some small rubber plantations. Also, yeah, anywhere that doesn't have a sulfur plantation, anywhere that doesn't have a lead mine, anywhere that doesn't have an iron mine, anywhere with, you know, space, anyway. Gold mine, get that going. Coal mines, get them going. Just so that the auto expand can do its work. Logging camp, same deal. It thinks it'll lose money down here, which I guess is because it looks like this whole region is not connected to the market. I'll need to resolve that. Okay, that's a couple of other big ones here. That'll do. We've done sulfur. Good. And then agriculture. Same deal, honestly. Rye. Get some rye going in Wales. I'm just focusing on the ones with bigger potential here. Oh, huge millet farm potential. Nice. Huge livestock potential too. Oh god, so many livestock ranches in Kenya. Right, and now we've got to make sure these areas have some decent market access. Right now they're at like nothing. So get me a couple of levels of port here. A couple of levels of port here. And all these places that are just on the coast with no access right now. Give me some ports. And then we're going to need some rail as well. Good. And how's the market access at home? Still troubling. Crank it. Get me a bunch of those things done. Good. And yeah, I told you Rubber Rush was going to fire a lot. You think I was kidding? I was not kidding. How about Spain? 137 infamy. Perhaps not. Italy? 135. New Colombia. Could do that one. Just France and the US that could go against us there. And Brazil. It's tempting. I think I should let my infamy go down a bit more though. Not be at war. Just let our GDP rise. Do this whole electrification gimmick. We are only 57% higher than the average right now. So let's actually do a bit more use electricity. The hand crank gun unlocked. Nice. Give me bicycle messages in barracks and conscription centers could be good. Steam turbine would also be good. Give me threshing machines. That'll be good. And then Federate Australia. What does that do? Because there is only one person there. Use the process of Federate. I'm going to save in case this like messes it up, but I do want to know what this does. God save the Queen. They annex the United Tribes. Also, just unifies those two. Okay, but St. Damon's, Van Damon's land is still independent? Odd. Can I annex them, by the way? No. Wait, yes. No. Why is the text different? Is it because you are now under them? No, you're a puppet. So I should be able to annex you. Huh. Curious. Most curious. Yeah, a lot of docks being produced right now. And we're still making just absolute stonking great piles of cash because we have this temporary transfer of 455 from temporary thing. Let's crank even more production, honestly. I love using America as like the home country's construction workforce. It's very amusing to me somehow. Yeah, look at that. The earnings in Kenya are way lower because they don't have access to the general market, which means they the goods down here are going to be much more expensive than average. Standard of living almost above impoverished on our lowest level. Pretty good. Okay. What else? Yeah, we could do better suffrage, the rubber industry. You know what we should do? Make sure all these new things are on auto expand. Oh yes, and electric fences. Doesn't use very much. Let's do it. Lead mines should be public traded with rails. Oh yeah, do you want rails yet? Yeah, I'll make a profit off it. Nice. Love to see that. How about you? Do you reckon you make a profit? Yeah. You? Nope. You? Nope. You? Nope. You? Nope. You were so close, actually. I'm going to do anyway. Bananas? Silk? No. Logging camps. Oh, yes. This is something I can use electric sawmills for. Let's do that. And logging camps should be publicly traded. Auto expand. Publicly traded. Good. Then urban. Anything else in here? Motor industry still can't switch over because we haven't got combustion yet. But all auto expanding. Now I have to imagine that has cranked electricity back up to plus 75%. Yes, indeed it has. But we have a huge number. In just 2 weeks, we're going to have a huge amount more. Jesus Christ, we need double the amount of electricity? Holy crap. That's insane. Look at this. That is madness. Absolute madness. And this is with 1,000 construction right now. Freaking hell. Right, we actually need to double the amount of electricity we have. Which is pretty nuts. The fact that there's low industry here, what does it matter? This is an unincorporated state. I didn't incorporate this area. I'm building all this and they're paying no tax. What? That was a mistake. I built so much in Ireland. Excuse me, state actions. Incorporate state. It's going to cost a crap ton of bureaucracy. Make it happen. It's going to cost 1,000 bureaucracy. But no, we need to incorporate Ireland. Of course, this is an integral part of the British Isles. They have all our electricity. Government administration. 25 in the home countries is making 2,000. So we need slightly less than 25. How about 20? We need about another 20. So you know what? It only makes sense. Why is it not? Is it no? Like, where is it? Ah, here it is. Ulster. Just because they have the least problem with market access right now. Set up a government administration, and then from that government administration, you can administrate all of Ireland. Good. A can-do attitude. They have no way to open their canned food. Spend money to develop a way, or they'll figure it out. I'm not developing a can opener for 51,000 government expenses. We need more builders. Honestly, I want to be able to push myself into deficit if I want to. If that makes sense. I want to be able to build like at speed, because the faster we build, the faster we start getting returns, baby. That's how she goes. Yeah, decisions we can do. We could do some expeditions finally. Oh yeah, okay. Survey a skyscraper site, because then we can build a skyscraper. And skyscrapers give you flat bonuses on whatchamacallit? Flat bonuses on bureaucracy, which should be helpful because we're consuming a lot of bureaucracy right now. So presumably, is none of this we incorporated all the stuff in North America, right? No, some of it not yet. Okay, well, get incorporating, and with that, we're going to need another government administration building. It's got to level 5 there. And 20 there. We're losing £500,000 per week. Freaking hell. But that's okay. We got the gold reserves to keep doing that for a while. And all this electricity stuff we have coming online soon is going to be mighty profitable. How are we doing on electricity? Hell yeah! Prices dropping, baby! 42%. Not as bad as it was. Not as bad as it was. And continuing to decline. Look at that. Nice. I think you're basically not meant to switch stuff this hard over to power production before you have like better better Hey, nice. Total separation of church and state. I think you're not meant to move it over until you have better means of producing power. Like, you know, coal-fired and oil-fired and stuff. An aboriginal migration. Cool. When it says 18.9, what does that mean? Does that mean it's making 18.9 per employee per year? Yeah, what is productivity? Productivity is a relative measure of how much economic value a building develops, per employee per year. The yearly revenue generated from production, subtracting the expenses, divided by the workforce, and multiplying by 52 weeks in the year. Right, okay. Wait, what? I didn't notice this at all. Okay. I'm going to allow myself to reload a save so I can add some war goals. But that's funny. There really should be a pop-up. There really should be a pop-up before they just declare war on you. That seems a little nuts. That there was not even an alert or anything. Okay. Let's take a look at this here. They want to return California, Utah. Why are they doing this? Like, you're going to lose this war badly. Okay, I want you to give me... Yeah, finally. Give me the New York Treaty Port that I was looking at for earlier. And then we've got a bunch of infamy left. I want you to... I could just make them revoke all their claims. Conquer state. Surely there can't be that much... If I just take whatever this is, Alberta. It's not even alphabetical. American Alberta. It's 7 infamy for that. Are you kidding me? What if I conquered Maine? I mean, let's take a look here. Where are you industrializing? God, they're so not industrialized. 3 urban center. 7 in New York. That's an embarrassment. Okay, well... yeah, I'd like you to liberate Louisiana. And New England. And that'll do. We've got 10 left. What can I do with 10? Regime change in Indian territory. No, that's okay. Can't revoke a claim for that much. Liberate a subject? No. Transfer subject? I could pinch the Indian territory. No, it's okay. Alright. I mean, you're going to regret it. I don't think they haven't even mobilized any men yet, which is interesting. You guys, we're gonna go right ahead and advance this front with everyone, because it's just this one front, right? It's nice and simple, apart from this titchy little bit down here, which the Senegal HQ can handle. Sorry, advance, not defend. Really wish there was a shortcut for this. Also, I wish you could click on a front and then just assign everyone to it. Like, I wish I could assign them from here. That would be a great mechanic. And how long until they get there? Quite a while for most of them. But some of them are already there. And is the US mobilizing? Yeah. Well, if they're mobilizing, I guess I also need to mobilize. But we will endeavor to mobilize not the core industrial regions. And we'll see how we go on numbers like that. Oh, damn. Russia backed them. They didn't back them last time. Alright, we need to mobilize everyone. Niger Delta sending 6,000 men this time. Nice. Okay, and yeah, focus all our guys on raiding Russian convoys. They're not sending men over here yet. Okay, we'll just raid the Americans. Good stuff. Okay, we're actually down on authority right now, so I will cancel this state action. Good. All those government administrations about to come through. Oh, ah, damn! I should have. If I'd known that the Americans were going to join, I could have waited. Because then I could have. Oh, sorry, the Australians were going to join. Ah, the Russians were going to join, because then I could have pinched Alaska. Oh well, we'll do that in a future war. And our allies should handle occupying Alaska. I think I presume Russia is just not going to send men again, but we'll see. Our average defense is higher. Our offense and defense are both higher. We might struggle with infrastructure again, but we have beefed up the railways around here since we last fought, I think. So, what's this? Paraguay, not interesting. Bolivia, don't care. Sure, momentum for the diggers is fine, and we have yeah, big tactical advantage. But Russia is sending men here. Okay, so they must have. Russia must be using one of these as a supply network. Yes. Here. Okay, Russia is not using up here right now, so you guys just focus on raiding these two. Because if we raid these two, then basically Russia can't possibly supply their men, at which point we'll win. Dum bum bum bum. And we should have them broken there. Good. And send some of the little guys to advance up here. And there's threshing machines, which we'll follow up with humjacks. Another of the small ones. And advance the other front up here. And yeah, actually, the big guys here. Let's hold off that offensive. It's much nicer now. The front is much simpler here, by the way. We can hold off on this offensive because I'm hopeful that the Russians will start to really hurt on convoys. Because the Russians... I don't think I can see where their convoys are coming from, but just based on where we can raid their convoys, it must be going like... Well, let's have a look here. Not hostile supply, not hostile supply. How is Russia getting hostile supply? Getting supply here, but not... That's confusing. The New England HQ. Let's beef that up so we have 3 good navies. Now is exactly the right time to do this kind of thing, though, by the way. Where even is the New England HQ? Where is... How do I see where you're from? Bermuda. Right, okay. Well, we're going to do a naval base here. I'm going to build like a 40 strong or so navy. Some battalions in reserve. Where are they? The Pacific Coast HQ, huh? Okay, Pacific. Oh, I just don't have a Pacific Coast leader, huh? That's foolish. Recruiter General there. Preferably the one without syphilis, I think. Is probably the smart money. And you can get promoted twice. Mobilize, and then come defend the Canadian front. And we're going to take our treaty port this time, US. I shall make you regret your war of aggression. I'm not seeing any Russian convoys being sunk, is my problem. God, this UI experience is the worst thing in the game. You guys You're not really finding many... Yeah, Russian shipping lanes. There's some around here. One way I guess I could find out where their convoys are is probably where they're defending it. Like, are they sending them through here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, Russia... Okay, here we go, here we go. Russia must be sending their convoys from St. Petersburg, which means they have to go through here. So let's raid there. If we raid those two, I don't see any way Russia can get supplies over here. And anyone still on the offensive, stop it. We'll just, we'll wait them out. Please, lose the fight already. They should, yeah, a couple of things. You should be able to retreat from fights. You should be able to change their orders, and it just applies the change once the fight is over. And apart from that, you should just be able to change the order during a fight, because, I mean, why not? Anyway, the Alaskan occupation is obviously going swimmingly. And you guys can come over here. Alright, we finding Russian convoys now? Yes, good, finally. 350! Wow, that's pretty good, huh? Okay, yeah. A bunch of convoys being sunk here. But the problem is that actually their supply convoys? Yes, it absolutely is. They're down to 44%. Okay, good. Our allies are still doing some fruitless attacks. Enlistment officers done. Nice. I'm paying the military right now, right? Oh, I'm actually not. I keep forgetting to pay the military when I try and conscript people. It's such a bother, you know, remembering to actually pay your military. Couldn't be me. That Carthage lifestyle. You just forget to pay your military and they burn down your city, or almost burn down your city. The votes are in. Should we include the industrialists in government? Sure, they're jingoistic. We can get along with them. Ah, interesting, actually. Let's bring the armed forces in and kick the diggers out. Because then we have a reformer and a republican. And we can try and stop being a monarchy. Do I want to stop being a monarchy? I don't know. But it seems fun. It would also disempower the landed guys. I don't want to be a presidential republic. Yuck. Landed gentry will really dislike it. Petit bourgeoisie will dislike it. But the trade unions, the armed forces, and the intelligentsia will love it. Petit bourgeoisie do matter, but they're at 7%. And a lot of that 7% is probably coming from the fact that we're a monarchy. So, sure, we're going to become a parliamentary republic. And yeah, more radicals from discrimination. Have fun with that. We don't discriminate against anybody. We still have 39,000 from discrimination somehow, but I guess those are historic ones. But we have literally no discrimination in our country anymore. Because it's as simple as passing one reform, and then all discrimination is gone forever. Yippee. You guys, when you get here, if you could do an offensive. Yeah, so when they're en route, if you switch what they're doing, they appear to arrive immediately. That's good to know. I would say that's a exploitable thing to know. Have the Russians gone? It looks like the Russians have gone. Or are the Russians the ones over here now? Yeah, they're over here. So it's actually only the 32 garrison that we need to deal with. So I'm actually going to let this attack continue. Let's, if I overpay, do they train faster? No. Let's pay them normally for a minute while we get these guys mobilized up. So I thought of a goal, by the way. The goal is A, just like comprehensively neuter all our main rivals. But the secondary goal is I want to be so powerful that I can ignore the infamy limit. I think that'd be fun. How are we making gains when we appear to be losing all these fights? Interesting. And the Americans are now... Sorry, the Russians are now all up here. It's a shame I don't have anyone here to push the front. They're on 0 morale. Advance, Henry! Henry McCullum! You'll destroy them. You don't know it, but you will, I promise. Here, I'll show you. Yeah, like, how am I... I seem to be gaining ground, even though I'm losing these fights. Which is curious. Skyscraper survey half done. 3 versus 52. New South Wales, stop that. Stop this foolishness. Any more institutions I can grow? Yes, actually. Home Affairs can go up another level. Fantastic. Give me... Let's make this one in Munster even bigger. And the one here even bigger, so we can afford bigger Home Affairs. How long does it take to incorporate a state, by the way? About 4 years? 5 years, okay. And more... Being incorporated makes better education access, better assimilation, tax... Okay, adds welfare payments, interesting. And more colonial growth. Nice. Speaking of colonial growth. Here we can colonize. I think I will go for this, actually. And, I mean, they've just taken far too long to colonize this area down here, so I'm going to start some colonies down here as well. And we're going to yoink a bit of Argentina. Well, you know, not yet Argentina. What historically would end up being Argentina. Did my guys get transferred over here? Yes, you. Defend this front. And then he's on the way to defend. And then you switch it to attack, and he appears immediately. Nice! Well, that's a handy little exploit to know. I'm not sure how that got split off into different fronts. No. Anyway, he's over here now, but of course we can get him there immediately by switching them around to defending. Nice. And we have a substantial advantage because we have a massive tech advantage over them. Let's have the larger army, just the larger army, try launching some offensives, see how they do. Ooh, some Russians are arriving. Let's see if we can eat that front before they have a chance to arrive. That would be ideal. If not, we'll have to start coming and raiding over here to stop them supplying this area. There's 2 provinces, so we probably won't get it before they arrive. Goldfields are defeated, they're depleted, that's fine. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, another one. Come on. Come on. Nice. Got them. Now they're trying to go here, but that should reset their travel time. And fights over here. Not going in our favor, but casualties are looking kind of good. So, could be worth it. Need to push here. And then I think some of this area you just can't move into. What happened to my troops? No, my troops. You guys, advance this front. And I need you there right now, so let's do a little... That's a fun exploit. Okay, you can stop damaging relations there, because they're now dislike us enough to annex them. And you... I mean, they're loyal to, like, 100, but we have got relations to neutral. Which means we should be able to do the annex play against them. There we go, got them. You guys switch to defending. Excuse me. Oh, it's already done. Good. Yeah, so we're going to lose against the US here, but we inflicted some pretty heavy losses against them, and my population can absorb that kind of losses. Theirs can't. I mean, look at that population graph. And then look at this population graph. They're not doing so hot. And if we look at the top, this is one of the things that the game really struggles with right now. As a player, it seems like your population just goes up, but, I mean, look at all these AI. It's barely increasing for some of them and decreasing for a lot of them. Hey, Russia. Do you want to go away? Almost. I don't think you can white peace out individuals, though. You have to enforce something on them. Let's see if we can win this fight now. Yeah, looking good. Nice. Okay, and we've finished a lot of our production. Take a look at that electricity cost. Still plus 40%. Okay. Power plants. The graphics have stopped working again. I'm going to do a quick reload. In fact, I think I'll probably call it apart there. What's our... I forget. Are we at... Do we have bigger... I can't know. Economy of scale still caps out at 20 right now. Look at that. 20, 20, 20 across Ireland. The island of power. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's still not making enough power. I guess we'll make Scotland the Highlands of power as well. But anyway, I'm going to call it apart there. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm sorry about the mess up with the not knowing you had to pay your troops. Could happen to anyone. We'll know that going forwards at least. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next episode. Till then, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.